Let's see if this gets me to rank 1000. It could be close. I could be just short. I could also make it. I think I do make it with Pad Pass. There we go. I finally did it. After so many years, I reached rank 1000. Never like actively, consciously chased rank, but I'm so glad to all you lovely ladies and gentlemen who are here for this beautiful moment. I get one more team slot, and I get a cool badge as well. So yeah, like, the rank curve is kind of silly. Like, if I look at it, it's 120 plus million to rank up now, which is kind of outrageous. Like, I could do this 3 more times, no problem, but the point is, like, it's kind of punishing when you rank up further and further, and I don't exactly like that idea, and that's the main reason why I was going slower in terms of ranking up, because I can preserve my rank ups for when I actually need them. But at the same time, it looks nice seeing a big rank 1000 on the screen. So, I will do a rank 1000 box tour. How does that sound, ladies and gentlemen? So, I was just playing with Ina and Evil Ryu. So let's take a look at the teams I currently have in my box right now. So I was showing Tanjiro. It probably could have an inherit. I usually try and show what's kind of like popular at the time, because what does he want? What does Tanjiro even want on the team? He wants follow-up attack, I bet. Who knows? I'm just gonna change it up every once in a while. I have Crab Girl showing sometimes. I try and mix, or sometimes I was playing with Crab Girl. Sena team. I think this, I don't know what this team was for either. This was for Woodrow farming a long time ago. My Sabito farming team, or system, basically you get to use their active once every turn, which in turn will allow you to have a column of water, a column of hearts, every single turn, and it becomes quite easy to overcome content with relative ease. You can swipe your way through, like, say, Arena AA2, which is a pretty nice thing. I was working on something, didn't work. It was clearly not Gillian. That's not Grigory. I think this is probably my Shura 2 team, partially incomplete. Horus just needs to have something inherited. I think Red Shelling Ford probably. Another Crab team. It worked once the Norz is transformed. There's a lot of orb generation. This is when I need to... I don't have any Saline or Varroa hats. I only have 1 Saline and 1 Varroa, so I don't get any excess dungeon boosts. But hey, it's what I can do. I have... This was a Shura 2 team, but eventually the pieces get taken off every once in a while. I was thinking about, could I pair of Nautilus? Maybe I could. I feel like this team has the capacity to do stuff. I will need to obviously experiment and tinker with it, but hey, with 0 stamina Shura Realm, you can definitely do some stuff. It's a Pixel Blanca system. It's just to try and farm Training Arena 2 inefficiently. I have a much better team for it. Right here, this is my much better Training Arena 2 team. Basically, I can just make rows of Dark Orbs and swipe them away, and it's pretty mindless and quite easy, and I can have 1 leveling slot, and it works every time. I think I'll probably release an updated video for this team in the future, because I have made a couple of changes, mostly because Lucifer has been significantly buffed since I made this team was made a long time ago. That was pairing with Nadeko at some point. That is my co-op Yux team. Yux, I can't say the name, but I would pair with, like, say, Fantastic, and we could co-op with each other. It's a very fast Shura 1 clear, minimal effort overall, and with Yux, or my Owl making orbs constantly, it's pretty easy. Like, 2 comboing your way to victory is definitely possible. That was just, yeah, random slot. Thinking about what to do with this team, haven't decided really. This is for button farming. It works great when you try and farm buttons. Again, I don't have Varroa hats or Saline hats or dungeon bonus hats, so I'm just relying on greeds and all the different buttons to just go through stuff. Tanjiro team, pretty well, works pretty well all purposely, I'd say. And this is when I don't know, I think I made this team just to see if I can just system my way through stuff. But yeah, but basically I'd mix my teams up as I play them. Like, I've been using my Ina team quite a bit recently. There it is. The Ina Evil Ryu team. It works pretty well overall. Like, you get +3 combos. You also get auto follow-up attack. You have lots of damage. It's pretty nice overall. And thank you so much, Mr. Hap-Hop Tyler. Wet the system, puzzled. Ramen. Tetris Mix, more heals, Apurpori for all the congratulations, and hello Flufflesaurus, welcome back to the stream. But yeah, I'm going through my monster box. So let's take a look at what's hiding in here. So I'll sort by monster points, and I'm going to turn team prioritization off. So you can just get an idea of what like the big roles I've acquired over time. So I have the ability to... What's this? I can exchange this for probably... Okay. Wait, I can exchange that for something. But I have Towla and Priscilla. So I'm going to probably pick up Klaus unless I magically roll him in the rank 1000. But I just think... I don't trade stuff until I actually need them. I actually have Mikage because Brewers gifted me the bundle and I was fortunate enough to roll him out of the 3. I have 2 Seinas, which is wonderful, but not quite because there's no Ryume. I have 2 Sophies. I have 1 Diamond Rem Draw. It's been useful sometimes, and I managed to get the Skill Boost Plus on it out of all those Super Awakenings reasonably early, so that was pleasant. I have a bunch of Yurishaws. I'm just hoping this Peacock actually gets some buff in the future to have a weapon assist, because I could make that. I have lots of Diablais, Diabloses, Diabli, and I have been using like double Diablos quite a bit as well. I did use my Witch Medal, actually. You're right, Randall, but that's a good reminder. For those who haven't used your Witch Medal to redeem, do so sooner rather than later, because the window period is expiring soon. I have lots of Diablais. I have 2 Owls. It's quite a hoot, if I do say so myself. I have 1 High Doggo, which is pretty great, but I haven't used it that much because I never got the second one, so the system was just a dream in my head, never a reality. I have 2 Gillians. Things come in pairs usually for me, I feel. But I don't have the other 2 key heroes, which I guess I'm kind of glad about. I have Algae in her weapon, 2 Norzas. I have Uruka just chilling in her weapon assist. I don't know if I'll revert her back at some point. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It's an awkward weapon nowadays, because that type of active is not as mandatory, I'd say. But yeah, the double Diablo's Gravity Cheese is definitely enjoyable, they know. I've been using it for like the monthly challenges, and it seems to work because it bypasses Super Resolve with ease. I actually have a Dina and a Grigory. I have 2 of these Yuris, which was a budget Norza, and then I got 2 Norzas, or then I got my first Norza, then my second Norza, and I never looked back afterwards. I have a single Grandis. I have a couple of Nels and her wands, which is pleasant overall. I have Fasca, which I traded for because I didn't have one. I also traded for Varroa as my 7-star Godfest exclusive, and that worked well, too, because I didn't have a Varroa or a Fasca. Both were pleasant trades overall. The only one missing now is Remu for myself, but I felt like I get a little less value. Mariel's just sitting in a trumpet. She might get reverted back at some point. Minaka is there. She has a lot of health still. Like, Amatsu has more health, but Minaka is like a budget Amatsu, I guess. A very budget Amatsu. I have 2 Fagin Rise now, which is nice, but no Ryume to capitalize upon this aspect. But I don't have to worry about having base or weapon form. I've got a couple of Shelling Fords, and you never can have too many Shelling Fords. Maybe I should probably make a green Shelling Ford weapon at some point. Sara's weapon is useful. I have Hera Luna's weapon. I rolled Velkhana for Monster, and I just rolled it on a whim. Like, I was like, I want to roll. And I rolled, and it was successful as Velkhana. It was a good time. I like blue. I like dragons. Velkhana, in my head, is a great leader. I just can't make it work that well. I have got 2 Inas, which is pretty phenomenal. I have many Akines, and I'm pretty sure I've traded away some as well. If I roll a Godfest exclusive, it's going to be her. And kind of like Kyo, I got 2 Kyos from my rank 900 and 800 memorial machines, so I was like, okay, that's cool, now I have 3. I like these double killer weapons. They're just helpful to have all around. Fatalis is a weapon. This has been a useful weapon on occasion for Shura 2 when I needed more damage against physical spawns, which is basically every spawn as well, and a skill boost. Silica, I feel like I'm going to start experimenting a bit more with Freyr Nautilus maybe and see if I can make it work, but I have 2 actually, so it's nice. I have a bunch of Zeelas as well, actually. I've got 5 Zeelas. Completely unnecessary at this point in time, but I have them nevertheless. I have the Green Ranger, who will one day receive some love, but probably won't, but maybe one day. A bunch of Medu hats. I've got a Nergigante in both forms. I usually have Nergigante in 2 of them before he got buffed to make his own system. Now I only need 1 to make a system, and it's quite beautiful overall. A bunch of Diablos, as I mentioned. I've put Amatsu back in this form out of his weapon. I liked Amatsu's weapon. It was such a helpful weapon, but I was trying to use water teams and I needed health, and Amatsu just has more health than anyone else, like just so much more health. I feel like if I could get another copy of Amatsu, it'd be nice, but I probably wouldn't trade for it as well at the same time. And then I have like a bunch of 50,000 monster point stuff, which are like the 6-star Godfest exclusives, a modest amount of the higher rarity stuff. So I have like this vampire guy, quasi-human vampire, whose name I will not pronounce. Been an incredibly helpful Dark Cleric. A bunch of these Pemdras probably don't need this many either. Tanjiro, a bunch of Raijins, a bunch of 6-star Godfest exclusives, to be honest, really. Just, you get so many of them from all your various free rolls we get. I also have all the Samurai 3s, but only one blue one. It'd be nice to have more, but I can live with one. I'm never going to need 2 on a given team, I'm pretty sure, so I'm okay with one. I just swap it back and forth, and it's not even being used at this exact moment, so that's something. Shivnia is still my favorite Training Arena 2 farming leader. It just works. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, it works. Got some Yogs. I've never had a Kanna, and then I rolled a bunch of Kannas in a row, and I've never used them still, but I have them, which is nice. Some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Again, kind of like Dark Kali. Didn't have one for so many years. Then I got a bunch, and I realized my Raw Dragon teams could come true, but it was 2020 and not quite the best overall. Again, a bunch of 6-star stuff, and again, more Samurai 3s that I haven't converted to weapons yet. Just a bunch of 6-star stuff. What else is of interest? Let's take a look at my other folders. So what I do is, like, I made this prizes folder a while, and I guess I preserved my Scarlet system. This is way before Pies, and I'm not sure Tans were involved, but I made a fully skilled up Scarlet system a long time ago, and it was just such an achievement, I felt. And I didn't use it that much, but when I did, I felt so cool. So I decided to put them all in my prizes folder. This red chaser was max sealed back in the day, and it was used on my teams because this board changer was pretty sweet for those 5-star or lower challenges. Like, I remember those descends we had were like 5-star or lower, and they were obnoxious, and like farmables were important, like, you know, King Bubbly. Utilize them for those nonsense as well, like, because they're attack buff. I have a Chrono Turtle. I have 2 Chrono Turtles and 1 of each evolution. Chrono Turtle, for some reason, is loved by many people, so I feel like it's important to have at least 1 of each form. I have Gunma, who could have been Super Gunma, who could have been Ultimate Gunma, but I just kind of lost interest because it was going to be useful at one point, maybe not, and then it kind of stopped being relevant. Yeah, a bunch of miscellaneous things in here, I feel. I don't know, my prize folder's kind of old. I have a bunch of beans. I don't sell my beans, I feel. I probably should. They take up space. Inherits. This folder is just for inherits. I only stick my inherits in here. And this is something I highly recommend to most of you because you want to inherit things on your cards. Having them all in one convenient folder and sorted by whatever system you like makes it so much easier to actually find what you're looking for. Because everything here is a weapon assist. And some of my most used weapons are Red Shelling Ford, pretty great overall for that beautiful delay. Akine, because I have so many, and it's just, if I don't know what to put on something, it's a good option. For blue, I sometimes use Kaiba, sometimes because it's skill boost with time extend. Sometimes I don't have time extend on teams, and sometimes it's what I need, so I take that. What other big assists I use on a frequent basis? Goldfish Girl I use quite often as well. Yes, Ty, when I say inherits, I mean assists. Skill inherits, I'm not sure how it came about, but that's what it was called a long time ago, and it's stuck in my mind. Maybe I'm mistaken as well, or maybe I help perpetuate that continuous stigma of, like, inherits or assists. Maybe that was me, maybe not, I don't know. Boar Helmet, I feel like I have 2 of them. I should make the other one into a helmet. That's the only 7-star outside of Gyu that I rolled in Demon Slayer, but this weapon has changed my life so much. Like, anytime I want to run Shura 2, this weapon means I can actually have Color Absorb. So my Seina teams, who couldn't have Color Absorb counter, now can overcome this mechanic, while having health, while having skill boost, while not disrupting other key components to my team loadout. Amazing weapon, just game-changing overall. Samurai 3s are just obviously well-loved and used weapon assists for sure. For light ones, I love Indra's Brooch. It's such a powerful weapon for, like, a Pantheon card, which I consider lower rarity or whatnot. Like, it's much easier to find or acquire this overall, I'd say. So it's just one of the better weapons out there because it gives you full Bind, Awoken Bind Clear, massive damage reduction, skill boost. You can even use this at the beginning of the dungeon for bonus damage reduction. It's almost like 3 effective skill boosts with a useful active. Great in World of Carnage 2 for sure. Christmas Tamadra is just a magical weapon. Like, if you need your cleric to have an upgraded active, Christmas Tamadra is never a bad choice. It gives you a skill boost, it gives you the fully upgraded active, and the delay is meaningful. Amazing card. Like, if Christmas Tamadra ever becomes available again, I definitely would encourage you to acquire it. Fagin Rise weapon, always a beautiful weapon assist. Raws are nice to have for buttoning, but you can never have too many Raws, I guess. For Dark, let's see what other weapons I have in here. Not too many others used. Dark, Anubis's Gem is a wonderful, like, Pantheon solution for Color Absorb. It's 3 turns of Color Absorb Void. Reasonably easy to acquire, and if you farmed up, like, your Quillen and Schnitzel dragons, I've only got 9, but still, it's a good chunk, and I made basically all the necklaces I can, actually, I think. It's worth farming Gathering of Talents 2 for. Nergigante's weapon, well, he was a Nergigante before, now he's a weapon, so that's something. Haku's kind of eh. I do like Nell's weapon on basically mono dark teams for just so many dark orbs, but if you want a skill boost, Nergigante is almost as good. It's just 1 less skill boost. And Schwans are obviously nice for farming, but Amakozumi, fantastic weapon assist when you need health. Like, it's farmable in the sense that you didn't have to roll a rare machine for it. It's only available during certain events at certain times, but incredible weapon assist when you're playing through World of Carnage 2. We can look at my box of... Wait, I can just sort by rare. You can see all my gems I have. So, I've got a bunch of Quillen gems. I didn't farm any of... Wait. I don't know. I mean, this is the dragon. I farmed 10 of those and 9 of those, and I made most of the weapons for them. But I just acquire a bunch of gems over time. Like, I have, well, 43 large gems, not that many. Jewel is 76. Like, most of the stuff I have quite a few copies of, just because you just acquire them over time. Like, I guess I can put it by color. So, like, Diamond Dragon Fruits, I have 42. Like, they just acquire them sometimes over time. Jewel of Creation, 67. Trigot Mask, 36. Like, if you play long enough, you eventually stockpile enough stuff, because eventually you don't need to keep evolving stuff. You've already got stuff evolved. And with Gung-Ho being so generous of all, like, the easy evolution materials being given away, you end up getting quite a bit of stuff eventually over time. For my latent Tamadras, I've quite a few attribute absorbs. Like, like I said, I didn't rush to reach rank 1000, so, like, my Shura clears are not, like, astronomically high, so I don't have too many latents, I'd say, overall, but I have more than enough to never have to actually really worry about them. And then, like, regular killers, there's lots. That's a lot of dragon killers. I remember when making Orpherean was totally worth it. I have a full maxed out Orpherean team. Like, I can show you that. That was a achievement as well. Like, I got a full Orpherean team done a long time ago, and it's actually a decent card now. It's not terrible. Like, it's got 5 skill boosts. The dark one's a little better, of course, but a 3-turn active skill making 3 orbs is not terrible overall. But yeah, like, just acquiring latents over time. You just get them. SDRs, I have 129. You can always get more. I have 1,300, almost 1,400 regular Tamadras and 157 King Tamadras. I'm never going to run out of Awakenings for I don't know how long at this point, unless they change the mechanics and how it works. And then for Monster Experience, I basically just fuse these as I get them. It's 50 million Monster Experience. It brings a super reincarnated card from level 1 to 99 perfectly. Like, it's not a terrible thing to do. I've got a modest amount of snow globes. I got 66 super snow globes, so not a bad number. Like, I haven't actually brought anything to level 120 yet, just because I don't need anything right now. I'm kind of the person who makes stuff on an as-needed basis if resources are somewhat scarce. And I don't have unlimited number of super snow globes. I have lots of them for sure, but it's not unlimited, and I just hold on to them in that case. I have a good chunk of little snow globes in some colors. Some, yeah, especially green. Green is clearly a neglected color. Like, you can kind of tell what colors are neglected by how many I have of them. And green has, well, more than the other colors, so I just seem to have leveled up less green things. I guess I could sell all these things I could just sell all that, actually, and just make my money go up. You're supposed to sell these. Let's sell them now and make my money go up. So I still haven't super limit broken anything. I guess... Wow, Pad Pass really pays for itself, eh? I guess I could just be more... I guess I want to be as frugal of who I want to super level, limit break, etc. But... Yeah, I guess I want to be as frugal, because I got 12 billion coins now. So yeah, I guess I could do more people, but at the same time, there's no one I need to level up. Like, once I need it, I will just dump it, because I do actually have quite a few... Whoops. Jeez. Rainbow event medals. Like, I could... Yeah, I have 102 of these. Again, I just get them over time, and I don't need to spend them that much. Like, if you place well in ranking dungeons, you tend to get lots of these as just a reward overall, so I just pick them up over time. I save farming by just save time instead of farming. I just trade for them. And I say that's the main extent of my monster box outside of, say, I guess user options, crown settings. You can see all the various different crowns you could have. Like, I have 66 crowns. There are people with much more. Like, I've kind of stopped playing ranking dungeons to a certain extent because my wrists have been bothering me, and it's not worth it because at this point, I kind of lost track of what crown is what. Like, after this rainbowy crown, which was crown number 10, they all kind of look the same. And you know what? My favorite color is blue, but for some reason I chose red. I don't know why I did that, and now I can't change it. So now I'm always reminded of the fact that I chose the wrong color to start with. But yeah, like, crowns eventually kind of, like, after you get 30 crowns and get the No Skyfall badge, there's a little less motivation overall, in a sense, because they all kind of look similar, in a sense. Like, I just kind of lost track of what's the better crown at this point in time, but I'll get more over time, probably, because we do get them on a reasonably regular basis. But I guess the last thing I should show is, like, you do get a... Don't I get a rank experience badge? Oh, it's under achievements. I should collect it from achievements. So yeah, I finally complete this last final Maniac achievement. Earn the 10% rank experience badge. This would have been much more helpful before rank 1000, eh? I think red was probably the default color, Randall, and I just didn't know any better, and I think it was the default color. Because I feel like red is the default. Because the colors, oh, mine are red, blue, green. And monster numbers start red first, then blue, then green, so it could be that. So yeah, I would definitely change, like, say, that Saline team, wherever they're hiding, and make it have the XP badge. So I can get more rank experience now. So, this brings me to the conclusion of my rank 1000 box tour. I've got quite a few toys overall, like, but the thing is, with any gacha game, time is... Well, I guess I can show one more thing. Added. Like, time played is probably the biggest determinant of how good your box is to a certain extent. Like, Mantastic'c has been my friend for basically 2,800 days. So I've been playing for over 2,800 days. And you get, like, and in theory, you get the most rewards for just logging in, because login bonus are better than playing bonuses. Like, your playing bonuses eventually cap out. It's the login bonuses that kind of keep your pad account going. So if you played for a long period of time, you end up rolling so much more over time, and that is a pretty great thing overall, because eventually I will catch up. And with the monster exchange system, I'm able to acquire much more of the higher rarity cards. Like, I was able to monster exchange for a lot of seasonal stuff. But again, patience is the key in pad. I didn't rush to get rank 1000 because I didn't want to waste all the possible rank ups I could enjoy. But at the same time, you will get there over time. Shura is such an overtuned dungeon for drop rewards. Like, 40 million rank experience is a little outrageous, and you can get, like, I know one person got an account, like Light Mirror got an account from rank 1 to 900 in a single day. Like, kind of outrageous. Yes, they are an experienced player, but it just goes to show how bloated rank experience is. And for my total lifetime experience, I'm at 4.4 billion rank experience, and I think that if I got to rank 1025 or so, that's doubling my lifetime experience. So going from rank 1 to 1000 is basically similar to like 1000 to 1025 if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines. It's kind of ridiculous because right now I need 120 plus million experience to rank up. So that's minimum 3 Shura Realms, which is kind of outrageous overall. But yeah, Mantastic'c and Mantastic'c are my longest lasting friends. But ZTO, I don't know if you watch me, but you've been my longest non-family member friend. And that's pretty cool, as well as Terryu at Puzzle Forums, Spicy at PG, Lucent Soul, David at PG. These people are still playing because these are definitely relevant things. Majorus is a real life friend I know. Same with Razumikin and Soro, but I guess I don't really talk to them aside from Razumikin that much more. But either way, lots of people. But the point is, ZTO, you are a true champion. Mystery, invite them over to, oh no. But yeah, they've been my longest friend, and they haven't stopped playing, because the thing is, if they stopped playing, I probably would have deleted them. So, on that happy end, actually no, there's one last thing. I guess I could show user info. Play history, there is what it is. So yeah, rank 1000. This would show more details, I guess. But yeah, I've been playing for, I can't do the math, but many days overall. Many days overall. So like, the account was created over 2,700 days ago. I've missed a couple, but hopefully this gives you some inspiration as to what can be found in a higher ranking pad account. I've been playing for a tremendously long time, so things just build up, and you will get there eventually at some point in time. So, Twin Splash, when I do get the rank 1000 machine, I will definitely roll it, but it's not here yet. So, hopefully all the Mantastic'c day. I wish you all the best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.